Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Alright, I'm in the tool shed at the job site on my lunch break. I'm kind of slacking on my YouTubing. Don't post as much as I used to because I'm up on Rainbow Mountain with the hologram and the minigram, and we don't get Wi-Fi signal. It's a full blessing in disguise, man. I love the fact I can't use my phone. I know, it's crazy, right? Anyway, so I thought I would tell a story. So here at the job, we're framing this house, so we're always lifting beams and walls up over our heads all the time, and it makes me think back to the time. It's circa 1993. I'm in Flagstaff, Arizona, going to Northern Arizona University. And at the time, out in the woods south of town, like 6 or 7 miles outside of town, there was this half pipe built out in the middle of the forest, man. This crummy old, it was like 6-foot half pipe. And you'd go out there and skate it, but it was super janky because it was out in the middle of the forest, and so when you would ride it, it would flex, and the nail heads would pop out everywhere. It was just super hazard. You couldn't fall on the thing, or you just risked getting fully torn apart. And 5 or 6 years earlier, I'd been skating half pipe out here in the Palisades at this guy Eric Steffler's house. And I'd taken I used to wear pads. This is back when I used to wear pads. I don't wear pads because they're dangerous. And anyway, I was sliding a fall out on this dude's half pipe, and I caught a nail on my ankle, and it fully filleted my ankle, and it was just a big deal, and stitches and scars and trips to the emergency room and all that kind of good stuff, right? So, being sensitive like I am to things like that, I would skate this half pipe, and I would just be like, this is the biggest hazard ever. So anyway, being college and all, we decided it was we were going to go party one night, go out in the woods and get crazy. And so we're like, let's go to that where the half pipe is, and have a campfire and get crazy and do the thing. And we brought all this booze and all our friends from the dorm, and so we're out there and we're partying, and we're on 11, dude, because our knob goes to 11. So we're partying at level 11, and we're getting after it, and we run out of wood to burn. So in all our craziness, it's let's burn the half pipe. Things a pile. So we start ripping the half pipe apart. So we rip the transitions apart. They come apart pretty easily, and the fire's going. We have this giant bonfire going. It's insane. People are getting drunk, pass out. People are getting hurt. So at one point next to this big tree, there's this sort of discarded human pile, people that are they've gone over to the other side. They've either passed out or hurt themselves, and we're just sort of laying them out like lumber in this pile. And so now the fire's going, and there's this just giant cauldron of embers and stuff, briquettes. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. And so we're we need more wood. So we realize that all that's left for us to burn is the flat bottom of the half pipe. But it's 16 feet by whatever, right? And so we can't rip it apart. So our bright idea is we're gonna push it up and flip it over a couple times and just drop it on this huge bonfire we've got going, right? And so we're doing that, we do the thing, we flip it up. There's a bunch of us, right? We flip it up, and we walk it down, and we stand it up, and we push it over. Boom, the first time. We do it again, right? We push it up, and it's the second time, and we're going to flip it on the fire. It's going to be going onto the fire this time, right? But as we're doing it, it gets to 89 degrees. It's almost to 90 degrees and over. but there's this tree branch that comes over off this tree, and literally the corner of the flat bottom hits the tree branch like perfectly. It's just enough to like stop it from going over. Well, there's a moment where we all have it, and I'm in the middle of the thing, and everybody just scatters, dude, and I get fully fly swatted, just fully fly swatted under this thing, right? I crushed. I mean, it was huge, and it was heavy, and I get crushed by this flat bottom of this half pipe we're burning down. And yeah, I know, karma. You can fully call it karma. Anyway, so I get crushed, and I'll never forget, I'm underneath this thing, and all my friends and people, they're looking under the crack, and I can't even like touch their hands, but I'm like, you got to get me out from under this thing. I'm in pain, like I'm hurt. And there's my friend Kim, she's like looking at me like everyone's getting crazy, and they get it up enough to pull me out from under the thing. But I'm hurt, man, so they just put me in the discarded human pile and party on, right? So everyone's partying. I'm hurt, man, because it smashed me, right? So whatever, the party ends. We go back. I had this little apartment in this apartment complex, and my friends are like carrying me to my apartment because I can't walk anymore. Like it smashed my hips. My legs are all tweaked. Like I thought I broke my pelvis, and so my friends are carrying me back to my apartment. I run into my buddy Matt Cragen, who's, going somewhere else, and he passes us, and he's like, what's going on? And they tell him, and they're like, dude, load him in my car. I'm taking him to the emergency room. Like, what are you guys doing? This dude's supposed to be in the emergency room right now. So my buddy Matt Cragen, and I forget who else, someone else, I think this gal Jamie, they take me to the emergency room, right? And I'm in the emergency room in Flagstaff, and I'm sitting in the waiting room, and they're like, okay, and the doctors, they like take me in, and I'm rounding the corner. This is where it's crazy too. As I round the corner, and there's a guy handcuffed to a hospital bed with like 4 cops around him, and he like raises himself up, and he's like, these cops fucking shot me, and he's got like a bullet hole in his shoulder, and he's screaming, the cops shot me, and I've been shot by the cops. And the cops, like, we're hammered, right? Under normal circumstances, like, we're getting arrested. But the cops are, like, super mellow, and they, like, help me and my bro to get me into a bed, because I can't walk. Like, I'm being, like, dragged like a broken human being. I get up, I get put in the hospital bed, the doctor comes in, and he holds the middle of my pelvis and makes me move my legs, and it's like, you're fine, you're out of here. So I'm out of there, but the doctor says I'm fine, but I can't walk regularly for like 4 or 5 months. For 4 or 5 months, I'm walking like this, like dragging my leg behind me, like, because I can't walk straight. Like my pelvis is tweaked, man. And I walk around like this for like 5 months, and I'm totally hurt until snowboarding season starts. It's the first day of snowboarding season up on at whatever, I forget, the Arizona Ski Bowl, and like I remember going down the first run, and somehow the snowboarding motion like retweaked my body just right, and I've been fixed ever since. But I don't even know why I'm telling the stories, except that we were lifting stuff over my head, and anytime I'm lifting stuff over my head and I'm like with the other humans, I'm like always like, don't count on other humans when you're lifting stuff over your head, because the one, once bit, twice shy, right? So anyway, there's just a story in the life of the illusion, being crushed by the half pipe one night in Flagstaff, Arizona. And if you were in Flagstaff, Arizona, and you were... So anyway, on a side note, so in the skating community in Flagstaff, Arizona in 92, 93, like, it was a big deal that the half pipe got burned down, man. Like, people were pissed, man. It was like people were looking for the culprit who burned down the half pipe. And it was me, man. I did it for safety reasons and drunken debauchery and chaos. But if you're one of those people who were pissed in Flagstaff, Arizona, I am that culprit. But karma got me and fly swatted me and hurt me. So, you know, I had to pay my dues for burning that half pipe down. Anyways, The Illusion, story time, lunchtime. Hope your dream is going well.